as they run up and send this one away.
You said the nigga trash.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You out tomorrow?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Yeah, I'm about to lose this game.
Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Yeah, he is. It's a different user. It's a different Titans.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
And I already told the nigga no rules. Like, he asked how the rules were. I like, but I really don't give a fuck about it. And this nigga ain't come out of this cover 3 all game.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Orbit. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, that's good.
Here's Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Derrick Henry eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams.
Deion Jones
successfully move him,
over. You hear me?
Been able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Hell yeah.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And he will score.
Wow.
Touchdown, Titans.
Shit.
Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Second.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Yeah, he's stopping
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Cover 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Gurley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Mike spot 4.
Oh, they said that shit was out of bounds?
Here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Tannehill on first down. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 31.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Showing it.
Hey, Haywood.
45 to the mic. Gotta do better.
Throwing again is Tannehill to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and short.
On the ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51, Sam! Gun!
Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Falcons send out their punter. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead in the intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, that Hunt nigga been playing, cuz. That Hunt nigga. Oh, I don't know. I'm just talking about like. Nah, I don't think. Be who? Oh, I don't know what they play in. He beat you, cuz? No!
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, it's Tannehill. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season.
Man, it seems like I don't know if he just got me out of my element. But this nigga up 36.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Listen.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay,
I don't know what cover
these are the
that is
sequence
he
of plays
running right
we want
now.
to run. These things worked well for
Cover
us.
3
And
sky.
sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley.
He getting every
3
block
yards on the
shit.
pickup. That's going to set up
Cover
an
3
interesting
bars.
3rd and about 4 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel
He went to cover
formation
3
here
everything.
defensively.
That was just cover 3 bars.
Gurley. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ready, 58. Sponge, 54, stop.
A plastic bag.
Got it. Go now. Ready, get up.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Buying, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jack Crawford able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hey, express.
You got tight right there. Check nickel.
To try again after the sack. Ryan flush to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He did his dollar.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going
to look at this shit.
Offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
It's tight end, dog. Nigga scored in 2 plays.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have
Why can't you move it like I used
That's
to?
just his first catch of the game.
That shit
The
dead.
reason why they're down.
You talking about in 17?
Ito Smith, his first carry.
And I used to just
They'll
throw
be taken down
bombs
at the
up
48
300
for a
yards,
pickup of
400
2
yards against you. That shit dead.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or
That
if they tried
shit
to
was
run it.
I don't
crazy.
think we've ever
Had a nigga
awarded
say,
an
Julio ain't even
MVP
like
most
that.
valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So operating from Tennessee territory now.
I think I got him in man now.
At the 41. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Did you put the one in my
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really
I had
beat
another
up in
nigga
that
know now.
situation.
Hold on now. Let me tighten
good luck
up.
to them.
This is taken as full. And on a bad return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I want to put up a little fighting chance, you feel me?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talked about.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I got this, y'all.
20.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Watch twist. He's coming. We got double up. Hey, Strickland. 51, Sam, 11. Check 49.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Sam, 21. 25.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And taken
missed my
down
read.
here.
Fuck.
A sack back at the 32. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. At this stage of the game,
stepped on me by 30 yards,
the key
no
here,
cap.
stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off.
No, they let the man bump me in the. I'm all the way downfield.
This week now, that's
like,
9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to
he
win a
ran
game.
fucking
Said they
Keanu Neal over and kept it going.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This nigga Gurley need to get a Dale game soon, please. That should make a difference.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
This is another nigga that's running the fuck out of that cover 3.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Go. Mike 7. Let's get the ball. Got. Motion. Mike 7.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And now
how is they letting him pass interference me, bro?
Super Bowl 49 here.
That's crazy.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this
lead.
And another nice play there to help
preserve the lead. This man pushing me while the ball in the air.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
54 is Mike.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
Jump.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll walk him back half the distance. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
Seven's a Mike. You can't
Playing with Julio like he a jig.
You can't block me. Check.
Hey, check. Chase, space.
Seven's a Mike. Mike.
Bud.
Mike 7.
Get up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're running with Gurley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop the whole 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's
called my eyes tonight. I'm done with Madden for real. I ain't finna play vision.
So for the Titans, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.